said we want to create an identity for a brand, right? And we use Meta AI. We asked him to create a brand name explanation, giving us what the brand does. So before designing a logo, you need to understand what the brief. So what does this brand do? Say the brand name is Tech Forge. Alright. So who is Tech Forge? So Tech Forge is a cutting-edge technology solution provider that provides the empower business to innovate and thrive in digital age. So our expert team delivers tailored services in. So they provide software development, data analytics, cybersecurity, and cloud services. So their tagline is forging innovative solutions for a digital future. So what is the brand essence? So Tech Forge represents innovative expertise and reliability, helping business navigate complexity. So in case you not really understand the brand, you can still ask the client, why did you choose the name? So they will explain to you, I chose the name Tech Forge. Why? Because of innovation, strength, creativity, and uniqueness. And so forge implies shaping, alright, and creating. So we have gotten a word from there. So forge is also a place where metal will strengthen and shape, suggesting resilience and reliability. Then the creativity, the word forge has a creative dynamic feel to it, uniqueness and flexibility. So I would also, you don't end here until you understand this. You can ask the client that, okay, what kind of icons do you think can explain this? Would you compare to your brand? For example, let's say a shield to represent Forge. What do you think? Beautiful. So this is what he said. He said we can use an let's say hammer, which symbolizes shaping and crafting technology. Anvil represent the forging process. A spark or a gear or a flame or even a shield with circuit board pattern combines protection, right? That's nice. Then compass with a technology twist to forge symbol. Now you would take your time and understand all this. So if you have understood, so they said they want it as a logo mark, logo icon, favicon, social media icons, app icons. Beautiful. Now we have gotten the brand name. So here's what I want you to do. You know, all our jobs, we've been doing it in this same Corel Draw page, which is our graphics class, right? So this time around, we open a new page, which is Ctrl N. I think we'll make the width 15 by 11. Alright, 15 by 11 like this. We'll have a page like this. Please excuse me, it's coming. I want to open something. I'll give it that. Measurement of the page. So after you have understood the brief, yes, 15 by 11. After you have understood the brief, the next thing you want to do is to create your workspace, right? So in this workspace, we're going to like input the brand name we have. Okay, I think Tech Forge. let's save this page. This is a new page I opened, the Control N. Keys untitled. So I'll save its file, save as. So I'll go to that our class folder, and I'll name it like, I'll name it the brand name, TechForge. Brand identity design. Alright. So from all indications, we have seen what clients have in mind: innovation, strength, creativity, uniqueness, flexibility. So I'm going to copy them so that I wouldn't need to be coming back here. Innovation, strength, creativity, and uniqueness. So from the idea that the clients told you, they said Nama, so I'll be picking the ones that I feel make sense. The hammer, gear, flame, and what again? Shield. So basically, if we are decided to go like for our own, at this stage, what we are doing right now is called mind mapping, right? So this is the stage of mind mapping where we map out where our mind is going, so that your mind will be scattered all over, right? Then you kind of select what kind of ones you really want to work with, all right? So now we have to now move into research, right? So what kind of research are we making? We're going to like research for brands who also do the same thing, right? Technology solutions. And the best place to find other brands like that is on either you visit Behance.com or you visit Dribble. Alright, so let's use Dribble. Dribble.com.
How far?
Bro, you don't follow and talk before now. You stop. I think they do class. So you log in. So you can create an account on Dribble, right? So this is like the Instagram for designers, basically. So it's like your portfolio. So I have an account with them also. So when you log in, you will see designs done by other designers, right? So you can get inspiration from them. So let's look for tech brands. So if you say tech brands here, so instead of going to Google, that might stress you better. It's better you come to Dribble instead of any other place. So the reason I'm even coming here is like maybe I will just select and the colors from here. So this aspect is very, very crucial, right? You have to like keep scrolling until you see something that attracts you, something that speaks about what you're doing, what you want to create. little text icon. There was a particular one they said they want Spark. So you can copy the image, you go back to your Corel Draw, and you paste it. So the one I'm taking from everything here is the ZZ. So basically, now that we want to create what they have, we are like looking at them for inspiration. So I'll put it on another page. Not even sure we'll have enough chance to start designing other stuff. Let's keep making our research. I've only seen one thing that even interested me. Like I said, I'll be looking out for colors also. I see there's almost blue everywhere. I want to look for letter T tech brand. Let me see what creativity most people put into letter T. See anyone you like, not about like, anyone that is good enough to enter your, how do you call this? This is a mood board. So you keep searching. How is this letter T? I said letter T. Tech icon. Let's see if anybody has used Shield before. So from their Shield we get ideas. Take this. Let's say I'll just draw the shield, like how the shield looks like. It doesn't look good. So you can get up to like 10, 20 say, as much as possible to fill up your page. looking for. The idea I have in my head is kind of different from this, but it's kind of looking similar. So it takes a lot of patience. So if you are in a haste, you might not be able to create like a good design. You see how properly arranged my mood board is. Shouldn't be janka or enough. So let me check towards gear, because from the icons we were able to look at, we said time is already like fast spent already. I'll copy this one. Right here we have like, this is the mood board we'll be using. Alright, so now for our own idea, now after you've gotten your mood board, right, so we said the first part is communication with the client, understanding what the brief is about. Then you have understood the brand, then you start making a mind mapping. So our mind map brought us to all this, right? Innovation, strength, creativity, uniqueness, flexibility, hammer, shield, flame. So you know, when somebody is forging something, it's like a welder, all right? So they need all these kind of things. Then we now go into research. So with the research, we create what we call a mood board. Now, mood board is getting ideas of what other designers have done and trying to like implement them into your own design. All right, and then you get what we call a sketch pad. All right, sketch pad might be a jotter, a book, or some digital sketch pads, and then you sketch. Right. So I'll be sketching some ideas on my paper here. Let me first, because if I sketch on my paper, then I can reproduce the ideas on screen. So I got an idea of using the letter T to form like a crest. Let me see. So if you have like a paper around you also, you can like try to sketch something. So I've done one, I'm doing another one again. But this time I want to use T and F. Then apart from that, I was thinking of also using letter T and F for another thing again, which is adding a spark, like in the middle of the Z. So I'll take a quick picture to show you guys. So I'll show it on my screen here. sketch most times in design is very, very important. You might not really need to be like a top designer, like being the best artist. So it's just to like direct your mind. So you can see what I just sketched. I said, so this is the letter T and T and TF. But when I bring it to life now digitally, it's going to look different. So most times we sketch so that we will be able to like give us a direction. You understand? So that your mind wouldn't really be clouded. So I'm going to bring in the sketch I make. So this is the first one. I said letter T and F. So from this kind of idea of joining Z and Z and with a spark. So you can see from the they said a flame, right? So flames can also be used to represent spark. Oh my god, I've just closed my WhatsApp. What is wrong with me? Let's not dwell on that. So since we have the brief here, I think spark was part of what I saw in that brainstorming session with the client. So we are going to try T and F. So to get this T and F, I'm going to use like a very bold font, right? But if I don't want to use the font, I can easily use a box, right? I can draw a box. So it's a technology brand, right? So most persons who don't really understand logo design process, I say, okay, let me go and draw a computer. All right, since what they provide is, let's say, they provide web development and stuff like that, right? But as you can see that since we could go through like a brainstorming session with the client, we were able to understand what they want in their brand, right? So we're using two boxes. I'm combining the letter T and the F together. Tech forge. So if you look also, it's also forming like looking like an hammer also. Is it an hammer or a hammer? English is to tire me. So let's try to like recreate this thunderbolt that we have here. So Ctrl Q. Come on out. testing, right? Testing to see how this thing look like. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to weld this part with this, weld them so they become one. Then we can use the Thunderbolt and simplify it. So now I think that this part here is not really necessary. So I'm going to delete this part. Is this making sense? Still make some corrections to the body. What kind of people are this? What kind of laugh is this? Let's say that's our first option. Then the next option I was thinking of is the T and F, which has like the security badge around it. So we are going to use this badge basically, or we can download a badge shape. So Control Q, and basically curves here. I will be curving everywhere. Doing an arc to get two equal sides. Alright. So now that I've gotten the half, I might use this one, draw a box in between. So like simplify it, cut this into two, and duplicate. Created our sheet. So, and what was the idea here? Let's try. So TF. Let me see. So in between, there's going to be like a space. I think this is the one we're going to use. I was also thinking of like an F, right? So that when we say, okay, this deck forge, would like be able to explain to the client properly. In this alpha is toxic. Let me try something. Yeah, yes. You keep testing until you find out the one you are going to finally work with. I hope this stuff is recording. Alright. Then let me see how this comes out. It's got no good. I think it's okay, right? Remember what I said, if we are teaching and you have anything to ask, you can just put your mic and by the grace of God. Let me try something out of this, because these boxes are looking too ordinary. This one better. Okay, tech forge. Let me see if I can move here out a bit. No, stop there. Alright, so I had another idea when I was cutting this stuff.
Can I ask a question? Please, I have a question. Joshua, please, I want to ask a question.
So we create a lot of options so that clients can be able to select from them. So finally we will create our gear. So the gear is something like this. All the other ones created didn't work out. Just you are the one as the designer when you are seeing it, so find out which one you like. Is it really like? It's not about like. Which one is really functional? So here I have my gear, so I can weld them all together. But if I weld them, I would want to like, I made a grievous mistake. Let me see, 0 0.5. 0 0.5 is much, 0 0.1. Yeah, I want to have like a top edge. I don't know why color, or you can't group everything and do it. Yeah, after that. So I weld them all. So this is like a gear. I don't know what the gear is. So I'm rotating it. And I'm thinking of putting T and F at the center. Or instead of T and F, I should use that that's what do they call it? That spark that we created before and place at the center. We'll try the two and see which one.
That's nice, so
But what if I don't know if anyone is there. Hello, hello.
So we're going to go with thunder. So for the brand, we'll see possibly we can use any of any of these ones because they are all speaking about what the brand represents. Okay, let me see that stuff. I'm not just filling it with that stuff. That's just it. I'll add like an airline to this one and make it rounded cups. Alright. So these airlines outside here, they will be converted to objects so that we can weld them. Objects, convert outline to objects. Convert outline to objects. So this is what it looks like here initially. So there's a box at the top that's going to simplify. There we have it. So then we'll have to ask the client to select. Now this TF, I want to try it again. This time using the font instead. So, Ctrl K, Q. Alright. than this. And I'm going to chop off some parts of it. The other sides can just be that way. Should we do it everywhere? When the logo, I designed them everything in black and white. Alright. So when coming up with ideas, first off, it's better you present them first in black and white before even going for your colors, right? Because selecting colors, you might get confused in between. So the color I want to use is this blue, right? So I'll be mixing up these two. I see it. Crazy. So select this color. So we have this blue and this deep blue. So I think we don't be sticking with just two of them. So this main one will be like the primary color. So let's see if you want to mix two colors. How do we do that? I've done that several in class. So let's see. This one has a color palette already. Can't read the X code. X code is deep, so I can't read it. I would have just taken their X code space. So since you have one color, you can mix by clicking Fn and F11. You can fill in the other. So we'll take the other blue, and there we have. So I can rotate it and fill how I want. Okay, so finally I'm using the same color for everything, so there's no point doing it all over again. So we can just tap on the object and say edit, copy properties from fill. The fill is T to say okay. Then we have this also. Edit copy properties from where? The fill, and we have that too. So I can basically move on since I have like the three icons I want. Yeah. So what is the brand name? TechForge. So here we now look for what font will work. As you can see, it was Gilroy I used here. So I think I'll just get to Gilroy also. But I want to be using like a thick font. And I mixed in two fonts for this particular one day now. Let me see extra code. I like this crescent logo, but there is something missing. I don't really know what's missing, but there's something missing. There's just something missing in that logo. I'll go for something more better. I'm going to increase the airline. this blue. Would you want the field color or the one that is outside? I've told you several that if you have a question, I'm not seeing you guys here. You can open your mic and I will listen to you.
Have you been talking? You've not
So your hand
answered.
is raised. You can speak. I'm listening to you. She's not speaking again.
So I was asking how the way you were using you were using a shape to delete some parts when you were designing. What were you pressing on?
Here is our first option. I'm going to copy something from this page. So firstly, I'm going to like place the icon, just the icon on. Yeah. So edit copy properties of what this. Alright, so if you look inside it, like an airline that I have S, so we can create something like that also. I'll increase something like 3 objects, convert outline to object, so you can remove that. Then I come in, edit our clip. So I'll make it transparent, like 95. So it's basically working as maybe the background. So here we have the icon, right? So on my next page, so I'll be white instead, and here will be the color we have outside. Alright. So here we have I said for today, since our time is almost fast spent, we'll just basically show like explanation for. We wouldn't do the explanation yet. We'll just do like versatility, how this logo can work in various forms. Right? So I'll bring like 3. So I'll make a poll on the group, right? So we are going to select what particular logo we should go for in the group chat. I'm going to do that. So as a standalone, like just as an icon, and then also on top of it. I'm going to maintain the same kind of distance. 0.3. Let's rotate it by 90 degrees also. So I can actually delete these first pages. So the same thing I did for this first one, we're going to like repeat it again for the second option. I'll give this an airline also. I think what I did was 3.0. Objects, convert outline to objects. This. So all I need to do is just bring you here and replace it with this one. I think I prefer this one even to the first one. So this stuff is power clip inside. We have done power clip before, so you should know how to power clip stuff. And then finally, we are going to do this also. So basically everything we do for one, we do for the others. just replace the icons with right. So we will making our selection based off the rationale we have, right? Not just that maybe you prefer this one or you don't prefer this one. I also like this one. That first one and that point is not really what I'm looking for. I think the confusion might even be between the first and the second one. And giving me that tech savvy vibe, but that first one looking more like a security stuff. But even though they offer security, like cyber security also. Like the pain of what they do. get all this. Right, so you can now view. So you go to page sorter view. You see our first option second option, then the third option. Alright, so I'll need like the background here and the front here. I'll go to free pick, I'll just find tech. I need like a futuristic wireframe. I say blue background. How is it now? Oh my god. There's a whole lot of beautiful ones here. I think I'll download this one. I'm going to download now. Download blocked. Why is it blocked? Am I not signed in? I don't do I need. I'm not even signing in. Even the account. Ah, it's serious. What is wrong with my account? Go down the route. That's not stressful. Okay, not sharp. I don't like what's going on now. Allow me to save these pictures so I can move on. Are you stupid? So that folder that I downloaded is in a zip file, so I have to unzip it. So now we can now import. So that would be like our front cover. So I'll power clip this picture inside here. So I wouldn't want this part to be showing. So I'll go in and we move it down. Down, 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 down. This is our front cover. So we can just write Tech Forge. That is kind of looking interesting also. Tomorrow I'll try something else. Let's see if small letters would also work well. Logo options. Page also and put at the ending. Yeah, I'll just have things. There's still one more thing I must do here. So on this last page, you can just put 3 icons. For the clients to basically make selection. like an option that we send to the clients, right? So we'll make like 3 options, but most times it depends on the budget of the client, right? This is not all. There's still a place we explain the logo rationale and completely, but there's not enough time to do that. So what I'll do now is I'll send this as a PDF. Right, so here we have the PDF option. So let me save first. If I send as a PDF, so we put at the front and we name it options. We wait for it to export. So here we have the PDF. So when you have done this, then you can now forward to clients for them to see, and they will ask you some questions: which one, why this, why this, why that. So I'll be forwarding this to your group, and by tomorrow we'll make selection for the particular one. In the next video